White. Yellow. Zoom.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Again, they run with Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, St. Clair. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On first down, Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
52.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, reach. Blaster, stay. Hut.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Okay,
so
ready?
The first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Ritter. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Ready?
Ritter to throw it. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive. There he goes, left side. Oh, a heck of a move. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Again, it's Hill. And all this Texans defense are all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what this drive
isn't working. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. How about this? They'll change it at the line. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Ritter. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Ritter. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. St. Clair. That one complete to Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, St. Clair. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. St. Clair.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 49 yards.
And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Next was score Dolphins 7, Texans nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Back to throw, Ritter.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Ritter now.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hudson.
And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw on second down. St. Clair. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. St. Clair. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
A dump off now to Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Slot man moves right. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Second and a couple. Back to throw. St. Clair eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Watch out for Hill on the return. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw on 3rd down, St. Clair.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
6. Mega. Ready?
Ritter off to play fake.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Coming left is Hill. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ritter now on 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Let's go now.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Set.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
White, 6, red, yellow. Hut.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter.
And he fires one, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Blaster. Ready, ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
At their own 16-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Let's go now.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And Hunt is not going to get there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So